What is it with black superheroes and having the ability to manipulate electricity or being a robot? My name is Chet, this here is ChetChat, and we saw Sleight of Hand. So this is a WW movie, World Wrestling something, I don't know the whole name of their studio. So going into this, I had very low expectations because these WW movies aren't really that great. They're very movie-like. So this story is about this young black boy and his little sister trying to survive on their own, while the black boy, he can do magic. From the trailer, it looks like he has the ability to actually telepathically manipulate things. So it almost looks like a superhero story. From the trailer, you just see him just trying to survive, and that's pretty much what the story is. He's trying to survive and make a better life for his sister. Right out the bat, I kind of like this movie just because of the ending, but if it wasn't for the ending, this is a pretty terrible movie. The acting is all right. The characters are not that great. They're almost cartoony, which is kind of cool because this ultimately is an origin hero story. I almost hope there's like a part 2 or something, because this could be something, you know, WW, you got a little something going here. Going back to the pacing, I felt like the pacing was pretty good in the beginning. I like that there's like no narration. They barely use any music. It's just the character going through his daily life. They just drop you right into it. They show you like a little exposition in the beginning just to give you a little idea. It's like maybe 4 or 5 sentences, and then you just see this character going through his life. He's a drug dealer. He's raising his sister, and he actually has a neighbor across the street that helps him out from time to time, and he performs magic on the street during the day. But then they show you him going into the bathroom, and he has like this thing on his arm, which actually is part of his magic. So he actually built a electromagnetic kind of pulse thingy in his arm that lets him manipulate things like that. That's how he could do the telepathic stuff, but it's not really telepathic. It's actually science. So all that stuff is cool, but it takes a really long time to get to that cool stuff, because it shows the kid going through his day, and then he meets this girl who, by the way, is the most wasted character ever. Useless, does not need to exist. I don't know why they included this character. It's like, oh, every hero needs a woman on their side, a support character. But he didn't need a support character at all, because his neighbor across the street was a perfect support character for him. It was like Aunt May. And then he also has like, somebody he loves. Like, you always have that somebody they love. But I felt like that character could have been just the sister. And they kind of used that phenomenon in the movie. This female character, she's just so useless. They give her a backstory. I almost feel like they give her a backstory just to like give you this message to the audience, like, oh, look at this and you'll learn. Now get out of here. You are useless. She does absolutely nothing. There's a lot of moments in the movie where you feel like you're getting preached to too, and like it's just so manufactured. I'm like, okay, this part doesn't fit in the movie, but you want to preach something right quick. All right, go ahead. But then they do that too often. They preach to you. They show you the mundane stuff that he does, and then all the way in the ending, you get the cool superhero kind of stuff. And it's very short superhero cool stuff. And those parts were really well done. They were so cool looking, but you put it all the way in the end of the movie for like 2 to 5 minutes, and then you get left with like this cliffhanger, which shows you other cool superhero stuff, and you're left wanting more. But the whole movie could have been doing this cool superhero stuff for you, but it was this long, dragged out kind of thing. It kind of reminded me of the Double Dragon movie. I know, right? Double Dragon, where these 2 kids, Jimmy and Billy, they have these coins, and when you put the coins together, they become super powered martial artists. But they don't put the coins together until all in the end of the movie, and when they put the coins together, the villain is actually powerless at that point. So it's just a one-sided beatdown. And that's what they kind of do in Sleight, where this kid, he has a superpower, and he kind of just goes ham with the superpower. But it's only for a few minutes. If the whole movie had this cool superpower stuff going throughout the whole thing, and he just doing it, using it in different cool ways, that would have been, but the movie chose to save it in the ending, and it suffered for it. All in all, I feel like it's still a decent movie. It's not terrible. They did a really good job with developing the characters, except for that one character who's completely useless, and it was fun. Ultimately, it was a fun movie, and then the ending is just worth it. So I would definitely recommend watching this movie. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I liked it. You may like it. I'm hoping to see more from this studio, and we'll have a good movie on our hands, man. And you know what to do, man.